So if the healer is our vital support, right? As a healer, I don't understand wanting to be that close up to the boss, fighting the boss. The medics are not on the field in the war. The medics are somewhere safe. Maybe if you give a medic that's in the camp a gun, they can shoot from the camp. You know what I'm saying? But even on battlefield, medics are not supposed to be the first line of fire. In battlefield, the medic is like, you ain't mad at the medic for not getting no kills. They supposed to heal people, bandage them up, get them together, heal them, pick them up. That's what a medic is for. So when you're playing battlefield and you have a medic, 9 times out of 10, you're looking for that medic to pick you up when you go down. They have other roles who are front line, like an engineer or assault or whatever. I'm not extremely familiar with battlefield, but from what I've learned, you have people who are responsible in other ways. The medic is not supposed to be out front line running and gunning, fixing tanks and getting kills. That's not what a medic is supposed to be doing. A medic can do that. A medic can help out, but the main priority of a medic is to be picking people up, healing people. So I don't understand a healer wanting to be a battle healer. If you got a little ranged attack as a healer, you can range somebody to death. You doing damage and healing. That's fine. That's kind of clutch. But the way that person had his hand up the boss, the way that person was basically tanking the boss is ridiculous. It don't make no sense for the tank to have to move away because my job as the tank is to have my fist up the boss's ass. That's my job. I'm supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to be the puppeteer in here. If I have to just give it to the healer, here, healer, you can have the floor. I'm just gonna back up. I'm gonna just back up. You got it. Because clearly you really want to be a tank. But everybody wants to be water because water got that little buff, right? Water is one of the OP powers. Now everybody want to be water. But unfortunately, water is a healing power. So everybody want to be water because it's strong, but people don't necessarily want to be a healer. So they'll be a battle healer. They'll put themselves in a situation to where they can heal, do a little heal there, but they really trying to just be a DPS. They really just want to be a water DPS. It's bad enough that I have the DPS on my neck and head every time I go into these instances, but it's even worse having the healer because as a healer, I'm protective about my support roles. I'm like, healer, get out of there, get back. Where's my healer? Like, are they okay? Do they need a supply drop? Like, what you need? But this healer just all in the mix. I'm like, you about to die, and then what are we gonna do? The healer goes down, everyone else goes down. The last man standing is the tank. Now, there are some tanks who can battle tank really well, but it works like that because the tank is supposed to be on the boss's head anyway. So a tank that can do damage, that's kind of clutch. Okay, we good with that. That's acceptable. That makes more sense. A battle tank makes more sense than a battle healer because the tank has to be all up in the mix anyway. You might as well be doing a little damage. For me, I'm strictly tank. I could care less about being a DPS. I don't care for doing damage. I just want to be strictly tank. In every game I play, I want to be an absolute tank. Ain't no getting through me. That's it. That's what I like to be. I like to be a full tank. I want to be a full-fledged tank. I don't want to be a battle tank. I guess that's what's going on. Y'all don't want to be a healer, but you want to use water as damage role because water is doing the most damage right now. And that sucks because when you get into an instance like this where the healer has that close range melee attack as a tank, I'm sitting here like, bro, you dead ass just in my way right here. Like, and then the nerve of this healer to actually die. So you're proving my point right here. Why would you be this close? Even the other two DPS weren't as close as he was, and he was the healer. You close as fuck trying to DPS and tank apparently. Your main goal is not to heal the group. Your main goal is to do damage.